What's up, everybody? It's Fruit Punch Saber here, and I'm here with another video for Granblue Fantasy Versus. So in this video, I want to talk about training mode and how great and fantastic the training mode actually is. I didn't expect really too much, but I feel like this training mode is kind of going above and beyond with only one piece missing for me to make it perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to free training. That's what they call training mode in Granblue Fantasy Versus. Mission training tutorial mode, I'll talk about that in another video, and tutorial mode is actually pretty fantastic. So I went ahead and clicked training mode. I'm gonna go ahead and pick Matera because that's the girl I've been using a lot lately, right? Then I'll pick Beatrice, Zeta as my training dummy because I like looking at her. Sometimes I choose between Isa and Beatrice, but I'll choose this one. I'm gonna go ahead and just pick Orion Boulevard, Town of Albion, just because it makes like the least amount of noise in the background, and I like listening to Bossa Ruga theme. That's my favorite theme song so far in Granblue Fantasy Versus.
Matera.
All right.
Versus Zeta.
I went ahead to and hide my camera so you can see the entire training mode. All right. So this is training mode for Granblue Fantasy Versus. I'm gonna go ahead and hide everything. Right. So right now you just see a plain and simple match, right? Nothing displayed on the screen. All you see is the two characters, their life bars, skills, and meters. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the display first. So for the display, you got your frame advantage, hit properties, opponent behavior, damage log, virtual controllers, input logs, and button display type. I'm gonna explain each and one of them. So frame advantage, as you can see at the bottom, you can basically see if you're plus, minus, or safe. So if you're plus, you will be blue. If you're minus, you will be red, and I guess that means your move is punishable. And if you're safe, but you don't have the advantage, you'll be yellow. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn that on. As you can see right now, I'm red. But if I do, let's say my standing L, right, I'm blue, so I have an advantage after that. And after I did my standing L, let's say I want to do my crouching B or medium, I am safe, but I don't have the advantage. Now I'll say I want to do my far range medium button. I am minus, I'm red. So that's one thing I liked and disliked at the same time. I would prefer actual numbers than colors, but hey, at least something's better than nothing. So hit properties is my favorite feature in training mode. I think this feature is so good. So what hit property does is it shows you your hit, if it's a low, high, or mid, whatever you want to call it, or an overhead. So as you can see, Matera has a standing low. It says low. I'm like, what? No way she got standing low. She actually do. That shit is hella good. And then this is a high. That means you can probably just block it crouching too. That's why I like calling it mid. And then this is an overhead. It'll say overhead. What I like about this feature is instead of going the extra step and record your moveset and try to block it yourself to tell if it's a low, a mid, or high, or an overhead, you can just put this bad boy on, and then it'll be a lot easier and simpler. So as you can see, this move is a mid and it's not even an overhead. I wish this move was an overhead, but I can't have everything, right? See, I didn't have to go the extra step and record the feature and block it myself to find out if it's an overhead. This tells me already. So that's why I like to leave the hit properties on. So opponent behavior, it shows if it's a training dummy or recording or a controller. So I'm gonna go ahead and put controller, and then I'm gonna go ahead and press that bad boy on. It says controller 2. Hey, look at the top right hand corner. It says controller 2 now. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put computer, and then it'll say calm. Right. I'm gonna go ahead and put it back to training dummy. And now the top right hand corner says training dummy. I think it's a nice feature. I don't think it's really necessary to add, but hey, right? I guess a little bit extra ain't gonna hurt. So damage log shows you your output damage, right? It shows you how much each move does and what's your combo damage. Say I want to do I want to compare supers, right? I want to know if I use the shortcut, which is the skill button, if it's the same amount of damage as the technical one, right? So I'm using the technical one, and that girl just blocked it. Why did you block? God damn it, Beatrice, you motherfucker. There we go. So I did the technical one, and that did 3,500 total. The last hit did 1,500. So let me try the shortcut. And the shortcut does the same amount of damage. So if you want to compare damage, or you want to know how much damage you do in a combo, what button, how much a button does, this is always a great thing to turn on. I mean, I'm always going to turn this on. Damage log. I want to see how much damage I could do. So virtual control displays basically show you your buttons. All right. Yeah, it just shows you your inputs. Yeah, it's basically your controller. Whatever I do on the controller, you can see it. All right, I'm smashing every button. You can also put it at the upper corner, right there, at your light bar, or you can put it at the bottom left-hand corner, right? So that's nice to have if you want to try like show off your Twitter combos or something like that. You can put that bad boy on. And then let other people steal your tech, I guess. What the hell? I guess you don't want to turn that on then. Unless you're showing off, you gotta do it then. And then you can also display player 2 side. As you can see, player 2 is doing nothing, but I could just record Zeta. Oops, wrong move, but that's good enough. Alright, Zeta, go ahead and do that bad boy. See? Now I can see Zetas. And then you can put both of them on, but I feel like that's a lot on the screen. But hey, right? A little extra ain't gonna hurt. So that's nice to have. So input logs is your histories. So now you can see all my input history at the left side of the screen. And you can also see Zeta's input histories at the right side of the screen. So you can see player 2 and players 1 input history. And then if you do the recording, Zeta. Oh, there we go. See, the recording also shows the input history. So that's pretty cool. I like that. I like that a lot. And then for the button display type, it shows you if you want to use universal or PlayStation buttons. When you're looking at your input history, I always prefer universal. That's because I play in an arcade stick. But I guess the arcade stick also has that square triangle thing, but I don't really try to memorize that. So now that was the display, and just the display alone, this training mode is pretty damn powerful, especially with frame advantage, hit properties, and damage log. Of course, every fighting game gotta have that, and input log. For me, the clear winner is hit properties and frame advantage. I still would prefer numbers over color-coded stuff, but something's always better than nothing. And how I always do my training mode is I love to do hit properties, and I love to do damage log and input log. And sometimes when I want to know frames, I'll put this on, but I like to turn this off because I don't want to see my girl turn red, blue, and yellow. I'm be honest, I want to see her. Bruh, she hot. So now, I guess I'll go over to... Let's go to let's go backwards. Let's go to the opponent section. So the opponent section is pretty good. At first it was a little bit complicated to use because I was like, how the hell do I record? Right? But I'll go over that in a minute or two. So let's talk about opponent behavior. Let's start at the top. Opponent behavior, you got your training dummy, your controller, and computer. That's all you have. So you can set a controller and then have player 2 join. And then once they join, you could probably try like test things out. Like I did earlier in one of my streams. I want to test out the block button block cross up, and it does. I think. Wait, how you do her shit? Yeah, it blocks cross up, and that kind of kills it for me for Zeta. Because I want to do this with Zeta, right? Like a pure 50-50 that I don't even know what side is going to hit. So you have to guess, but the block button blocks both sides. So I like to do stuff like that. When I'm using a controller, you could probably get more creative and do something else. And then computer is, I guess, if you want to just train, right? With infinite amount of life, or you just want to see how much you improve by finding a computer. So that's the opponent behavior. Training dummy stance, I'm a little bit disappointed in this. I can't lie. It's pretty, I feel like they could have done more, but maybe they might improve in the future. But so far it's decent. The training dummy got your standing, so the opponent is going to be standing. Crouching, the opponent is going to be crouching. Jumping, the opponent is going to be jumping. Super jump, the opponent is going to be super jumping or high jumping, and then that's it. I'm like, dang, that's it. I wish they have a option where the opponent jumps at you, right? I want like a forward jump, but it doesn't have that. So I'm a little disappointed in that. So blocking, self-explanatory. The opponent doesn't block. If you set to doesn't block, if you set to blocks all, they block all. Except for lows, right? It doesn't switch block, but you can turn that on over here. I'll talk about that later. So after initial hit, it blocks after the initial hit. See? I like to set that on. That way when I drop a combo, the computer blocks. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I dropped that. Initial hit only. So it blocks the first part, right? It doesn't block the second. So you can work on your block strings with that. That's pretty cool. Hold G, it do the block stance. I don't know what's the difference between the guard button and the regular button, but that's there. And random blocking, you can work on your confirms, right? You can work on confirms. Right now, I don't know any confirms with material. So block switching is, you saw me earlier, I hit Zeta a lot on the foot, and even though she's set to block all, she's not blocking. That's because I'm doing a low. So if I set block switching on, it'll block the low now. So now she's blocking everything. So that's pretty good. And switch only after second hit, so you can tell if something's like a true block string, or if you could, I guess, duck it. Switch on the second hit. There you go. Yeah. The only thing I could find that useful is like because some characters have like really high hits, like Zeta's. So if I duck, well, I don't know. Some people might find it useful, but I guess it's to see if you could whiff punish some moves if you duck. That's still nice to have. People will get creative with that, and then you can disable it. Throw breaks is let the computer basically break your throw. Right? And then there's late tech. So you could probably just work on what happens if your opponent break your throw. You can train on that, and then you can do random. There you go, late throw tech. I was like, damn, for random, it's pretty. That's a lot. There's 2 randoms. I think this probably break the throw, right? Yeah. It won't break sometimes. Recovery. Recovery is basically when your opponent falls down, right? They can't with that. Stop blocking Zeta. Oh, she got blocked on. There you go. See, recovery. So basically when your opponent checks the ground, you can set that on and off. And you could probably switch from backwards and forward, right? Then you can put it random. Okay, so that's recovery. Yeah. So counter hit is basically if you set this on, your moves will counter hit. So you can test out what moves could turn into a combo after counter hit. Right. And then you can put it random to work on your confirms. As you can see, I'm doing all these counter hits so far. That one wasn't a counter hit. So you can work on your counter hit confirms through here. And then you can change the counter hit settings over in this section. You can change it with a button. So I'm gonna go ahead and do standing L. Counter hit on block. Alright. So block. There you go. So if you want to know what buttons could get punished with what buttons from the other characters, you could probably use this. Counter hit on hit. Let's go disable that. And then now if I keep wanting to say Beatrice. If Zeta get hit, she's gonna press a button. She's gonna mash. Counter hit on wake up. So say that you want to practice baiting out supers. Jump in. I got hit. Fuck. Yep. So there's that. You can practice your Oki. So you can practice your Oki. You can practice your block strings. And you can practice your on hit. Yep. I don't want to, your pressure. I don't want to call it block strings. And then you can also practice your situational break, your throw breaks. I'm not gonna go ahead and show that. So dummy action recording settings. When I first saw this, I was a little bit intimidated. I'm like, what the fuck is this stuff? Right. Basically, you can go all the way up to 8 slots. And let's do recording 1, right? So recording 1, I want Beatrice to go up. Oops, not that. You gotta press L3. So in order to record the character, press L3. I'm gonna go ahead and set the opponent behavior on so you can see that I'm the opponent. So I'll press L3, recording standby. Press L3 again, bam, recording. I'm gonna go ahead and do this move, right? And then I'm gonna stop. And then when you press R3, you play the recording. So Beatrice is gonna do it. Cool, Beatrice. Press R3 again, she's gonna do it. So that's how you use the recording function. Use L3 to become the opponent, and then L3 again to record their opponent, and then press R3 to play back the recording. It doesn't tell you anywhere, so I think that's pretty misleading, and I wish it did tell you somewhere, but I guess they want you to like, I guess, look at button configurations. Yeah, but that's the only place they'll tell you. So if you're not looking there, then you'll be a little bit lost like I was. So I like this one. Say that slot 1, I want to practice my jump ins, right? What happens if an opponent jump at me? I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Now let me play it. Okay, what do I do against that? Okay, cool. So press start, and I guess I'm gonna tell you the end of the video how to reset position. I don't want to get off topic. So I press selected slot, right? Now I'm gonna go to slot 2. Slot 2 is gonna be a whole new one. And now I want to practice. What if my opponent, I don't know, press another button besides jumping A? What if they like guard, right? So let's do that. All right, she's guarding now. Now I want to go in a cycle, right? Play it. You can't play it. I only see random. All right, fine. Let's do that. So she's going to cycle to jump A and jump guard, right? Maybe I should pick a more obvious move that looks pretty different. Let me go ahead and re-record slot 3, and then let me do jump B. I meant jump in. And then let me go ahead and just get slot 3 too. Then let me record it as jump H. Okay, let's do that. That way it'll be more obvious. Now let me set it to random. Go ahead. Okay. Okay. Okay, she's, see, now the opponent is doing random stuff. You can practice your situationals right there. So that's a really good recording feature. I do like that. So as you can see in the bottom, there's more. If you go hover over one of the slot playbacks, you could hold up to speed up the cursor with L2 and R2, delete action, restore default, or close. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's go to 1, right? And then let me go to select the slot 1. Adjust the frequency. Oh, that's the frequency. What the heck? I'm pressing L2 and R2. Oh, you can set the frequency? That's pretty tight. I didn't know that actually. So that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and just, it says triangle to restore the default. Oh. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, I get it. Oh, if you hold L2 and go back and forward, you can set it from 0 to 10, not 100. And same thing with the R2 button. So that's what they mean by hold up and speed up the frequency. And then you can press triangle to restore everything back to the default, but it'll keep the recording. Yep. If you want to delete the recording, just press square. Right? It'll delete the recording. So that's it on opponent. Dang. So far, this is a really good training mode. Displaying an opponent alone is amazing. The only complaint is I wish frame data is actually numbers and training dummy stands have more options. But let's not get sidetracked and go to battle because I still got more to cover. So battle covers the opponent HP and your HP. And why that's important is because you could do Skybound Art, Super Skybound Art. So there's that. And besides Super Skybound Art and Skybound Art, I guess certain characters have guts. Right? Not certain characters, all characters have guts. So you can test out what move is guaranteed going to kill when your opponent is like near death, because some combos you think will kill probably won't because of the gut system. So you can probably go ahead and play with that. HP recovery, you can set it infinite, auto, or none. If you set it to infinite, let's go to player 2. Are you blocking Zeta? See, Zeta life won't go down. I personally don't like that, but some people probably prefer that. I like seeing auto because I like seeing the red. So you can set your life bar to infinite, auto, or none. SBA gauge, that's your meter. You can press L2 and R2 to like basically speed up the cursor, jump it by 10. Say I want to start the round with like 0 meter. Now I have 0 meter. Now I can see what builds meter the fastest. Alright, and how much does combo build, how much meter. You can test things out like that. So SSBA, enable or disable. Alright, so I disable, I can't do it anymore, right? Can't do it anymore. But if I enable it, my light bar turned blue, and now I can do my super skybound art. Right, so that's cool. Skill cooldown, you can try to see how fast your skill cool down after a combo. Right. So there's that. Pretty self-explanatory. Fast cooldown is basically it'll cool down instantly. Right after you use it, like an EX version or auto combo, it'll cool down instantly. So you can compare auto combo, not auto combo, skill buttons and command inputs to see if there's really a difference of cooldown, is even worth doing it, anything like that. Max play HP, like I said, you can test out their guts, or you can do some other creative stuff with that. Control the opponent life bar. Okay, and then you can set the opponent health to auto, infinite, or disable. And then the skybound arts, meters, and enable it. You can do the same with player 2 and also their skills. So that's it for battle. Quick menu. So quick menu, this position reset, I don't think that's necessary, because look, it says center. I can control it. I'll turn on the camera in a minute. I guess I can turn on the camera right now. Fuck it, not in a minute. So what's up, everybody? Yo, Fruit Punch Saber here. I'm gonna go ahead and take the camera, and then I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna record this. So damn, my touch button is right here, right? So this is how you reset. You reset positions by clicking the touch button. Now if you hold back, let me use my elbow. Oh god, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Alright, I'm holding back. Alright, now if you hold back and use the touchpad on the PS4, you're now at the left side of the screen. And now whenever you just use the touch button alone without moving back, you always go back to the left side of the screen. See? So if you just press the touch button alone, how you run? There we go. Fuck, it's hard to play with one hand. There we go. If you press the touch button alone, it goes to the last saved position that you wanted. And I want the left side. Now say I want to go to the right side. I'm holding right, pressing touch button. So now I'm at the right side of the screen. Right? And then if you hold down, holding down, fuck. So, love tap, touch button, bam, down. You're at the center. So, there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the camera. So, you don't really need to toggle that, as long as you have the. Man, I don't think you need to toggle that, but that's still nice to have in the options, right? You can change your characters easily. Say that I don't want to play Materia anymore. I want to play, say, Fairy. It'll change my character to Fairy. There goes that PS4 load time. There it goes. Unfortunately, you can't choose colors like in Dragon Ball Fighter Z. I think in Dragon Ball Fighter Z, you could change your colors to the quick menu. You can't do that with this game, but hey, whatever, right? I'm gonna keep it as Fairy. So you can change the stage and the music, but if you do that, it'll also reload the game. It won't go, it reloaded pretty quickly. I'm gonna show you how quick it'll go. I don't want to change that. Let's say I want to go to August Island. Where is it? There we go. I want to go to the beach. You can just change the nice pace of settings. I guess I could change song. I don't want to. I really like Vasaraga's song. I'm telling you, that's my favorite theme. And I'm just showing you how fast, the quote unquote fast it loads. There you go. I'm at the beach. Damn, I love Fairy too. I love Fairy and I love Material. I want to love Zeta. That's not a combo. I got a combo hit. Alright, let's not get off topic. So, yeah, you can change it. It didn't input delay. Say you want to practice for online. I'm ready for that 20 frame delay. Look at that. Oh, let me turn on the camera. Right. And let me go ahead and go really low. Or you could just do that, right? Press up. Want to practice for online? You got it. God damn it. 20 frame delay. Jeez. So there's an option to practice for online matches you want. Just go ahead and mess with the input delay. And now we're going to the main section. The main section is pretty self-explanatory too. Command list, button configuration, sound, character select, main menu, restore default, hide menu. Command list is if you want to see your character's command list. And then if you press the right or R1 and L1, you could basically, bang, you can see your opponent command list. So just in case you forgot how to do Zeta's move, and you're doing like a recording, you can just look that up real quick. Right. Oh, I forgot you can just cancel that. If you press L3 and press R3, it goes backwards. So it went from standby mode, recording standby, to training them. Okay. Button configs, you can change your buttons there. I'll keep it default. Sound, say that your music's too loud, you want to lower it down, or you want to hear that. Oh, you can't change voices or text language. You have to go back auto to the main menu, but you can still change the sounds. So you want to play your own music, right? You can just lower autos and put this to 0. Character select screen, you want to go back to the character select screen, go back to the main menu, restore default settings. You're gonna restore everything back to the default setting, the entire. See? It no longer sit low. So you restore the training mode back to its original form. Okay. And then hide menu, say that you wanna do a. Man, I was playing. Oh. Right. Oh wait, hide menu. There you go. I'm used to just pressing start. So if you want to take some weird screenshots during training mode, there you go. They'll let you do that. They know what the people want. Freaking Zeta. Oh God. I want to see Fairy face. Oh, she looks surprised. That's cool. And that's it. That's the entire training mode. I think this training mode is great. Overall, it's really good. I like to know my buttons are low. I like to know what buttons are overhead. Alright. And I'm a little bit tilted that Fairy can't do this without going to this mode. Because I could have sworn she could do that in the beta. But I guess she can't do that anymore. That's why I'm not too big on playing Fairy right now. Hey, what the hell? Kochi. So you can tell what buttons are overhead, what buttons are high, what buttons are low. You can see input history, damage output, but that's like every fighting game. You can see frame data by color coded. You can look at your controller if you want to put that on the screen. You could do multiple recording section. I think the recording could do some work, but still, this is pretty good. You can put it random to practice situational events. You can practice your counter hit confirms. You can practice pressure, block strings. You can practice your combos. You can't practice jump-ins. Actually, yes, you can. You gotta record it. Then you can put his controller, computer, and mess with all the other stuff. I guess there's something that's missing. Like if you play Percival, for example, you can't put it to infinite charge. So there's no character specific actions in training mode. So that kind of sucks. But besides that, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good training mode. I really like it. I think Arc System Works with Cygames did a great job on this. So shout outs to them. So with that conclusion, thank you for watching the video. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please like and subscribe. I want to do more Granblue Versus content in the future. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign out. Alright, peace everyone. Bye.